everybody, it's Vegas Ride Along. Today's Sunday. It is 7:42 a.m. and I got an offer from Uber Eats to go to Albertsons and shop for a whole bunch of items. 33 items, 43 units. I'm going to be getting paid $23.09 for 6.5 miles. I was really on the fence about whether or not to take this offer, let me tell you. I wanted to get my shift over and done with by starting really early so I could be done. But obviously I didn't want to do an order like this where it's listed as heavy, so there's going to be heavy items. And the only reason why I took it was because it's going to get me my $20 that I want for the day. And the miles are short and they're bringing me back close to my house. So I'm going to probably end up putting on maybe 9 miles on the car total for today. So that was the reason why I took it. And the total amount of time it says it's going to take me to complete it is 1 hour and 11 minutes. So I'm just going to take my sweet time inside of the store since it's the only job I'm going to be doing today, and just try to make the most of it. The only things that can make it really unpleasant, besides the obvious, the heavy cases of water, would be if I have to get stuff from the deli, and the deli's necessarily not open all the time. It also could be the rotisserie chicken that they don't have ready yet. That could be on the list. I think those are the only two usual things that kind of mess up my whole flow. And then the biggie, of course, is that this is a no plus required order, which means there's going to be a code that I scan at the end to pay. And a lot of times in the past at this particular Albertsons, the code does not work. And so I do all this shopping, and then when I go to check out, I can't check out. And when I try to call support for help, they're completely useless, and I end up just leaving with nothing for an hour's worth of my time. So there's that special little surprise that's waiting for me at the end of the shopping experience. Last night my air conditioner seemed to be working just fine, but it seemed to be louder than normal. The air conditioner repairman will be out tomorrow on Monday to take a look at it. And since the unit is 10 years old, more than likely some part has gone bad that needs to be replaced. I'll let you guys know how much it cost to fix it and what was wrong with it. It seems like every year all these different things from medical to home maintenance situations occur, and they're not cheap. When I total them all up, on average, all these unexpected events usually total somewhere between $7,000 and $10,000 a year. So things really do add up when it comes to unexpected costs of living. In my budget, what I usually do is I just budget it. I set it into my budget as I usually put about $800 I put into my budget every month for unexpected expenses. And they're all legitimate, so it's not like I don't feel like I'm getting ripped off, because everything is expensive nowadays. And if you want to get things done, I suppose I could hunt around for cheap prices, like a lot of people always recommend I do. But the amount of effort you have to put in, and then the whole idea that you're just getting these low quality workers that are going to just do a shoddy job anyway, just doesn't sound like a good option, in my opinion. Since it's Sunday morning, the traffic's really light. I'm flowing along just fine. And since it's so early in the morning, there shouldn't be a lot of people inside of Albertsons. My longest wait's going to be I'm going to have to go to the actual checker, a human being, to check out, and that's probably there's probably going to be either nobody and I'm going to have to ask somebody to help me, or there's going to be a line because there's only going to be one human being to help me to check out. I don't even want to tell you guys what we're shopping for because I personally do not want to know. I'd rather just get in there than press the button and just move along the store. Here's the barcode. This cart is getting so heavy to push, I can barely push it. It's gonna try to keep going. I had to go all the way back to the other side of the store to get these. I got just 2 more items to get out of the freezer, and then I'll be good to go. Alright, I got everything ready to be loaded in, and it's gonna take me a minute because I'm not used to dealing with this many groceries. So here I go. That was a huge grocery order. It was almost $300 worth of groceries. And when I got to the checkout, there was only one lady in front of me, which was great, and she was moving quick. So I got helped right away. And then there was a employee that was begging the groceries to help the checker. So the checkout process went by real fast, and the code to pay went through just fine, so I was very relieved. And there was a problem getting a lot of the yogurt products. Somebody had shattered the glass door, and there was broken glass everywhere. And I was in such a state that I didn't notice the broken glass until I heard the crunching sounds under my feet as I approached the yogurt. And I went to stick my hand into the open space where all the shattered glass was, and the employee stopped me. He says, "Hold on, I'll get it for you." And he had gloves on so he wouldn't get cut from getting the items. And I needed about 5 different types of yogurt from that section. So he helped me get all the yogurt out of there safely. And I think that was the most dramatic moment inside of Albertson. Nothing else too crazy happened. Of course, I was not happy as the stacks of liquid began to build up on my shopping cart. I was so glad I didn't look at the shopping list, because if I would have saw all that liquid, you know, the water, the Gatorade, the cases of water, if I would have saw all that stuff before I got here, I would have had so much anxiety about doing this job and worrying about hurting myself shopping for it, because, you know, it's really heavy. So anyway, now we're going to be going 5 minutes, 2.5 miles. We're going to be going to a house. It's going to be a leave at the door, even though it says meet at the door. I have everything organized in the trunk with the bags of groceries in all my different delivery bags to minimize the number of trips to walk back and forth to the door. And then I put my flatbed cart in my back seat so I could carry the water in one trip to the front door. Temperature right now is good. It's only 100 degrees at 8:40 in the morning, so not too bad. I don't know how long I was in there. I can check my videos. That's how usually I'm able to tell when I arrived at the store. Let's see if I can get a sense. So the very first item I picked up, which was the grapes, was at 7:53. So I made good time. It was less than an hour to do the shopping, because it's only 8:41. So about 50 minutes of shopping inside of the store. And that doesn't include the drive time it took me to get to Albertson. So I guess that comes out to about an hour. And then of course it's going to take me at least 10 minutes to drop all this stuff off. So the time estimate is correct. So far I don't think I have any regrets about taking this order. I should get my $20 plus, and I should have about maybe 9 miles on the car, so that makes it totally worth it. And my day also will be over. I should be home probably by a little after 9 o'clock in the morning, and I got the rest of the day to myself. I don't think I would be in as good a shape of taking care of this if this were to be a apartment delivery. I think I would be much more unhappy right now. In fact, I probably would have canceled. In fact, I was zooming into the map and looking at the cross streets before I accepted this offer to make sure it was a residential neighborhood and it wasn't some awful third floor apartment with nothing but stairs.
I use the flatbed car because it's a short walk over there.
I haven't done a job like that in a long time. That is not for me. I definitely don't like doing that kind of labor. Well, I got my workout for the day at any rate. Alright, well, I'm going to head back home. I got currently 6.5 miles on the car. I'm getting 45 miles to the gallon. And the best news is my day's over. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you again in the next one. Take care. Bye for now.